Hey guys, so in this video, let's talk about the entire market sentiment, looking at it from a market cap perspective. And please do note if you're new and you're not too familiar with how market cap works, to make it super simple is you take out all of the tokens or coins that's circulating and multiply it by the current price, and that's your market cap. And I just want to say this also for those who are new that they normally base their buys or what they would want to purchase or what they want to invest in based on how big or small the price is. And it sort of lures people to buy tokens that are 0.0001 versus the one that is around 1 or 10, etc. But don't just look at it from the perspective of the price, look at it from the perspective of the price multiplied the current price multiplied by how much is actually out there, because that also determines how hard it will be for the price to actually move over the short, mid, and long term. Please do note that the more tokens that are circulating, also the larger the market cap will be, assuming the price stays the same. But in the same way, it becomes harder for it since there's a lot that need to be bought and sold for it to go to the next level. And in the same way also, and it also goes both ways. Now I want you guys to look at it this way, that if it drops massively also for something that has a very very high market cap, it means that there must be something that's really wrong. There must be something that's um, distressing people, that you have large volumes of investors, not just retailers, but also institutions trying to get out of the position and trying to sell. So those are the things that you need to consider. And it also somehow, at least in my opinion, it helps you drill in and take out, or at least weed out the ones that are uh, the smaller ones. When you try to analyze the smaller ones, it's easier for them to pump and go up, primarily because the market cap is small. The flip side of that also is that it gets easier to somehow to be artificially moved, because it doesn't take a large amount of money to be able to move it at a faster pace. That's not the case for the ones that are bigger. That's why if you notice it also, Bitcoin right now, allow me to check what the price of Bitcoin is. Bitcoin right now is about 29,670.54 by the time of this recording. Its market cap is 565 million US dollars. The second one, the second largest, is Ethereum with a market cap of 214 billion, and its price is at 1,769. And I want to use this as an example. So if you take a look at Solana, which by the time I'm recording this is 39.54, its market cap is around 13 it's about 13 billion US dollars. So what does it actually mean? So if you try to look at it, Solana, if say it goes back to 200 US dollars, given where it is right now, it's like a 5x move, and a 5x move for it would somehow bring it to around 65 billion US dollars. And if it goes to 65 billion US dollars, it's still somewhere close to 1/10 of the size of Bitcoin right now. Whereas for Bitcoin, if it goes say to 60,000, which a lot of people believe it could possibly go back to that level, it's just a it's just doubling where it actually is. So I hope people get that there's a very very large impact on how you would analyze things based on the market cap of a particular token or crypto that you would want to analyze. Now, that being said, I want to show this. This is the entire global cryptocurrency market cap from 2013 to where we are now. So this is about a decade's worth, no, almost a decade's worth of data, looking at the market cap. And I want to show this to all of you, that if you look at it here, this was the top from the 2017 cycle, Bitcoin halving, ICO boom, etc. At this point in time, comparing it to its previous, of course, 2018 versus 2018 versus now, the scenario is different. But 2018 versus the previous types of volume, it had the largest volume at that particular point in time. Then after that was the massive drop, and then a very very long sideways market for we could peg it to around 2 years, and add also the drop brought about by the coronavirus. So this was Bitcoin somewhere around 19,000, 20,000. It was the first time the entire crypto space hit close to a trillion of market cap. But that was something that it took after hitting that high. This high was around um This was somewhere around January 2018, and if you look at it here, then the next time it happened was about 3 years after. So we're right here at 2022. If you follow somewhat how the cycles would go, um, it could be also that 2 more years way before the next Bitcoin halving would actually happen. And if you follow it also from this particular progression, from here to here, it was a downward slope. And if you look at it and try to compare it from here to here, the top of what we have currently is close to somewhere about 2.8 trillion in terms of market cap. And looking at it from where we are right now, the current market cap is 1.2 trillion. That means that in over 6 plus months, um, we've shed over 1.6 trillion US dollars already, which is a very, very, very large, which is a very, very large amount. And if you want to draw this area, let's see how this stabilizes. Somewhere around this particular level, if this is something that's worth looking at. I want to say this also that in 2017 versus now, one of the biggest differences is that there's more cryptocurrencies that are being tracked right now. There's more tokens that are being made versus where it actually was before, and that actually means that doesn't change the narrative that if there was a large amount of dominance of Bitcoin at that time, it goes to show also that 4 years after, 5 years after, Bitcoin is still dominant. Ethereum is following, and all of the other 19 plus thousand tokens don't really have much don't have much value yet. The people are not willing to buy it at a very, very long and strong level. Now, this is how it looks like. This is the entire cryptocurrency market. Um, Excluding Bitcoin. If you notice it, this is with Bitcoin, this is excluding Bitcoin. If you notice it purely from a market capitalization level, they look the same. And that's what I've been saying over and over and over and over. Don't disregard Bitcoin, because how Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market will follow. And at its peak, we had about 1.6 trillion US dollars to where it is right now, just roughly about 600 trillion. So altcoins shed about a trillion US dollars. From here, if you look at it here, from 2.7 to 1.2, so Bitcoin roughly shed about 500 billion US dollars, which is quite a big amount as well. So a couple of things I want to note also to everyone is that uh, there was a large interest in the cryptocurrency market space at the start of 2021. If you notice it also, the market cap from the start of 2021, we're not yet there. We ended 2020 somewhere around 224 billion US dollars. We're still three times that particular amount. So I don't know how it will possibly go, if there's a chance, or if it goes back to that. Should there be any continued sell down? No one has a crystal ball on how things could possibly go. No one can precisely predict how a market will actually move. But if you look at it from that perspective, at least for Bitcoin, there should there be a sell down, bringing it to where it was before, and altcoins also bringing it to where it was before, there you would see a larger degree of selling in altcoins versus where Bitcoin is historically as well. Now, I just want to show this in terms of dominance. The orange graph, the orange line is Bitcoin. Then you have this line over here, which is darker gray, darker black of sorts, which is Ethereum. So it shows us how Bitcoin dominance also has somehow diminished from somewhere around 2013, which was about 94% of the market. Now it's about 44% for Ethereum. The highest that Ethereum hit was around 31.22, and at that time Bitcoin was around 38.69. Right here we're about 17.92. So if you try to analyze it also, there was a point where Bitcoin was 38.69. It drastically dropped in terms of its market cap, in terms of its dominance, and Ethereum massively went up. What's interesting about Bitcoin is the lowest in terms of dominance is somewhere around here, around 32. If I'm checking it correctly, yeah, somewhere around here, which pegs Bitcoin around 32.44. I wanna note this to everyone that um, as you can see here, Ethereum dominance is sort of dropping right here. As you, if you also, sorry, look at this black line here. Ethereum dominance is dropping, and if you look at the entire altcoin space right here, its dominance also has dropped. While all of this is happening, Bitcoin dominance has continued to go up over the past few months. What does that mean? And this has been something that I've been saying over and over. Also, is that Bitcoin dominance during this drop, during this time where a lot of people are uncertain about things, there's a flight to quality. People are going to tokens and coins that or at least ditching the ones that they don't think will matter in the next 10 years and going towards the ones that would really, 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 really matter. So if you notice it, I'll say this over and over. You can see a couple of tokens here that are rising, but that's USDT, that's BUSD, um, in terms of market cap. So it's not just people are moving into something that has quality. They're also moving into ones that um have a bit more stability, have lesser volatility. So that's where we are right now. um I guess what you should watch out for also is how Bitcoin continues to rise, at least in terms of dominance, because I've said this in the video yesterday that the progression of how it will be is Bitcoin, Ethereum, the larger smart contract blockchains, then it will flow to the smaller altcoins as well over a period of time. So there, if you guys have any questions about this, feel free to put them down below. I'll try to make more videos answering the questions that you guys have sent out towards me, and if you guys have anything, let me know. If you stayed up until the end, appreciate it if you could like, share, subscribe, and smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing. And there, if you want to know more about cryptocurrencies, I have hundreds of videos down below, free videos from YouTube. If you want to learn from my webinars, we also have webinars that you can watch in a curated manner, in a way that's also at your own pace and at your own time. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.